2020. It's been a year with a lot of challenges. Been a year with a lot of stress. Been a year with a lot of angst and anxiousness. How do you deal with the stress? You know, if you want to be successful in your day, you need to figure out how to deal with the stress. Constant stress or anxiety in our life will actually make you age quicker. So if you want to stay young longer, figure out how to have less stress in your life, or how to live with less stress in your life. A good way to do that is just to take a break. Take a break and learn how to stress less. So I'm going to give you 6 tips today on how you can stress less in your life, and maybe you'll live longer. First, quit feeling guilty. You know, we all need a work-life balance. Some of us choose to work all the time, and then when we either feel guilty because we're neglecting our family, or we feel guilty because we take time off from our work to spend time with our family. And so we've got this guilt that runs through us one way or the other. But a work-life balance is important. And so you need to find that balance. Being driven by your work and knowing that you should be with your family can create a lot of stress. Or, like I said, taking time off from your work that's really important, that you want to do because you know you need to be with your family, is going to put stress on you because you got to be in the business and you got to get it going. So creates a lot of stress. Or you're with your family and you know you should ignore the phone, stay off the phone. But what if somebody contacts you? What if the next deal comes through? You know, you need to realize that you need to have a balance in life, and you need to quit feeling guilty about it and find that balance. The second thing is, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, perfect doesn't exist. Perfect never happens. Perfect is a reason for people to procrastinate. Oh, well, let me just tweak this report a little bit more so I can get it perfect, and then I'll release the report. It'll never be perfect in your eyes, because there's always something new you can add, always something better you can put in it. 80% is good enough. When you're on a project, get to 80% and then move on. Or as Seth Godin would say, ship it. Put it out there and ship it so the world can see it and have it. Then you can fix it. You can tweak it. Once you see what the world sees are some issues with it. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Get it good enough for now, put it out there, and move on. Third thing, I list this as you snooze, you lose. No. You've heard that before. If you snooze, you lose. If you need to snooze or you will lose. That's it. We're reducing stress here. You need to snooze or you will lose. Without sleep, without rest, you're worthless. You're worthless to yourself. You're worthless to other people. If you don't get enough rest, it's costly. You will be more irritable. You will have shorter memory. You will have more illness in your life. You'll end up with poorer judgment. Probably even put on more weight. And so rest is important. Sleep is important. You can't go 20 hours every single day in a row. You can't do it. You can do it for a while, but you can't do it. You will suffer. Your work will suffer. The people around you will suffer. Your business will suffer. You've got to get some rest. You've got to get some sleep in order to reduce the stress in your life. The fourth thing, you need to learn how to say no in order so you can say yes to yourself. You know, we all get If you're a leader, you get asked to be on a committee, take on this project, help me with this, can I get an hour of your time, whatever it is. Maybe you're always raising your hand and saying, yes, I will help. Yes, I will do that. Yes, I'm the guy that will do that. You need to take time to focus on you. You need to learn how to say no to a lot of those opportunities so you can focus on you. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't keep your stress down, if you aren't growing yourself, if you aren't developing your own personal self, you're not going to be any good to anybody else. It's okay to say no to some of those things. Now, some may be very important, but it's okay to say no so you can say yes to yourself. The fifth thing to help reduce your stress today, disconnect. The TV, the computer, the phone, all those things are habits that we have that just consume our time. How much time are you spending looking at your phone? And you get into this mindless skimming of Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Parler and whatever they all are. Because we think we need to be aware of what's going on. You really don't. People don't post their true life on there anyway. So if you truly want to take some time for yourself, disconnect from all of that and get a book and read a book. Call a friend. Yeah, okay, so it's on the phone, but call a friend and talk to them. Don't text them. Talk to them. You know, the old-fashioned communication words. Talk to them. Develop the relationship. Maybe you just need to get a journal and start journaling your thoughts. Journal your day. Journal your life, where you've been. I've got some awesome friends who can teach you how to journal. Louise Elliott has a great journaling course that you need to take. Take some time and disconnect from all this distraction that we have, electronic distraction, and take some time for yourself and develop yourself and just reduce the stress. The sixth thing to help stress less in your life is learn to just live with the mess. Some people stress because everything has to be in its place. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be cleaned up. Your house has to be clean. You know, your yard has to be perfect. All those things. It's okay to live with some mess. Not horrible messy, I would say, but you know, a messy house or office doesn't reflect a lack of discipline. And it doesn't define you. It really just confines you when you try to focus on keeping it orderly and clean all the time. It doesn't define you as this neat person. It really confines you because now you're so consumed about everything needs to be in its place. So learn to live with a little mess and let it go and reduce the stress that you've got in your life. Change your priorities a little bit. That's what that's all about. Instead of a priority that everything has to be in its place, change your priority on focusing on other people or focusing on growing your business or whatever you're working on. You know, your life is way too full to be stressed. We have so much to do. We have a lot of things to do, and stress can come really quickly and really easily. So it's important that we find ways to reduce the stress in our life. The best way to do that, I've listed 6 things here. The best way to do that, though, is to focus on what you do have in your life, in your business. Take a deep breath and enjoy your life. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you do. Don't let it become so stressful. Take time to enjoy what you have and what you've accomplished. And find ways to reduce the stress so that you can live longer. That'd be a cool thing, right? I'm Mark Schinnerer, coming to you from a very cold porch this morning. It's like 19 degrees out here this morning. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope your weekend's going to be great. And I will be back and talk with you tomorrow.